What's happening? It's D Crenny here with my second album review, Blink 182's eighth studio album, Nine. So at first I thought Nine was the ninth album, but it's not. It's only the eighth. Still good though. Still a lot of albums. Still a lot of work these cats have put in. 50 million albums sold worldwide. Couldn't even imagine. Like, that's rock star status. Just, man. I believe it's 13 million in the United States. Those are ridiculous numbers. Anyway, we're not here to talk about the numbers. We're here to talk about Blink 182 9. The album cover is dope. The multicolors, the big striking bold, punch you in the face letters, Blink 182 is dope. It almost feels kind of 3D even though it's not, but it popped out at me right away. I've never listened to a Blink 182 album, but I have been listening to Blink 182 since 1999. Mutt off of American Pie. Song just pops up every time I think about Blink 182. Blink 182 is like, you remember these guys from all the, well, obviously, let me take that back. Travis Barker, for me, he sits up. That's where I remember Blink 182 from, obviously. But these guys' music has played throughout my childhood forever. Stores I've worked at, obviously radio stations, movies. I'm pretty sure they're in some video games. But the American Pie is definitely the one that sticks out to me. Been hearing the music, listening to the music, enjoying the music since then. I feel like they have a distinct sound. Maybe it's not distinct. Maybe it's just, since I don't listen to that much pop rock or whatever you want to call it, their sound sticks out to me in this genre. And I think it sounds good. I think they do a good job, a really good job of what they do. Obviously, once again, 50 million records sold worldwide. Clap it up, man. That's big time. I've listened to Travis Barker's album, though. Kind of back to Travis Barker. I have listened to his album, Give the Drummer Some. Perfectly titled. I remember downloading it and I was talking to my buddies like, man, y'all listen to this? Y'all listen to this? And they're like, no, we don't listen to that. A while ago, obviously, back when that album came out. I don't remember the year, but I just remember thinking like, man, this boy bad on these drums. It sticks out on here, and I'll talk about it on, as I go through track by track. This follows the last two albums, which was California in 2016 and Neighborhood in 2011. Once again, I didn't listen to neither of those, but just to think, you got a 5-year gap between those two, and then now we have a 3-year gap between California and Nine. So, you expect something big from them. Once I realized how long of a wait it's been, I'm like, okay, this should be good, and it is. I'll jump right into it. We're in track 1 the first time. Starts off with that Blink 182 sound. I love when the intro, it tells you what the album's going to be. And I think on here, it does. It sets a good tone. It's like, this is our sound. This is what we do. You're going to rock to it. You're going to love it. I love it. I really enjoy this song. It kind of, once again, encapsulates Blink 182, which I think you got to do right away. After you had this long of a hiatus. Or maybe it's not that long. To me, it's long, but maybe to the fans, it's not that long. But when you wait this long, you got to come out with a good song to start it off. Number 2 is Happy Days. I also want to just speak, just in case I forget to mention it, but all the tracks are around the 3-minute mark. That's awesome. Second track is Happy Days. Solid song, giving that inspiration. The drums stick out. I'll talk about it on a number of tracks. The drums stick out. Like Travis he put his fingerprint. I'm on here. Number 3 is Heaven. Slick chorus. Thought the chorus was real slick. The verse, and they all do. I always felt like Blink 182 verses always have a purpose. No rambling, but just song making, like a craft to it, which artists should always have majority of their albums. And you can ramble, you can kind of do your thing, enjoy it, have fun, but I think you always got to have some kind of craftsmanship, some kind of ownness, like this is my stuff, I make it well, and I love what I do, and it comes out on this track. Before Dark Side, upbeat, it gets you, it's an upbeat track, upbeat rock, but Dark Side with the lyrics, it's like, I pass. Anything Dark Side, usually, I'm cool on that track. 5, Blame It On My Youth. Kind of laughed at this when I saw, I kind of read the track list. I usually read the track list before I listen to albums, pretty much anything I listen to. And it's like, oh, I already know what this is going to be about. Really good song. I always think about things that I've done or do. And this song title is the perfect excuse. Blame It On My Youth. And then, once again, that story is being told here. That story in the lyrics. I think it's Mark. I'm not sure. I'm not going to get up here and say who the band members are, how they operate, who's the lead singer. I don't know. I just know Travis, but I believe it's Mark. Hoppus is the guy, doing most of the vocals, and whoever it is, they do a good job. Generational Divide is perfect to obviously follow up Blame It On My Youth. You kind of bring that age gap, Generational Divide. It's a intermission interlude full of energy. Not that long, once again, interlude, but they bring the energy. Come with Runaway next. This, as soon as I heard it, as soon as it came on, traditional Blink 182 song. That movie, video game, track vibe, something I would hear on like maybe a sports game, I don't know, a FIFA, or I always think Blink 182 and other rock bands with that cool sound. Always think skateboarding, like the Tony Hawk. Like you always remember like Tony Hawk Skateboard had these cool songs on it that, at least for me, back when I was younger, I was like, man, who is these cats, man? Like they rocking on this. So this would be something I would feel would be on something like, I don't even know if it's skateboard games anymore. Track 8 is Black Rain. Just wasn't feeling it. Just not a track for me. Just don't really think it's a good song, actually. Number 9, I Really Wish I Hated You. Love song. These cats are always talking about love-ish, which I feel them. Most of the songs I've heard from them, they have, actually this whole genre, that pop or whatever, let's just call it rock, the rock genre. Love is, the love tracks are, they're in there. And this was, I think Blink 182 does a good job with those rock love songs. Not for me, this particular song, but I see the appeal. I see why people enjoy it. I see why they keep making these songs for their fans, because it has a good sound. And number 10, Pin the Grenade. The title hit me, it struck me like right away. It's like, once again, I read it before and I was like, okay, how are they gonna put this title into the song? They do it. You give it a listen, you'll see it is a good song. It is a really good song. Actually, I won't give it a really good song. Let me try not to overhype stuff here, but because the next song I feel like is a really good song, but this is a good song. 11 is No Heart to Speak Of, and I think this is a really good song. Probably my favorite song. They usually lull you into a song and then hit you. They pretty much do that on here, and sonically it's great. The lyrics are dope, and then listening to it, while I was listening to it at this moment, halfway through the song, I wrote in my notes like, I'm enjoying the album at this point. I am enjoying Blink 182 9, and it makes me want to go back and listen to California Neighborhoods, and maybe even, I think they have a self-titled album called Blink 182 or something like that. But I wouldn't mind going back and listening to some more of their stuff. Once again, No Heart to Speak Of, bomb track. Probably would give it a 10 out of 10. They stretched this past the 3-minute mark. Why not? It's really good. They know it's good. I think this is the longest track on here. Actually, it is. It comes in at 3:40. Obviously, you know why. They were feeling it. They knew everybody else was going to feel it. 12 is Ransom. It's like a lovey-dovey-ish 1-minute track. Once again, at this point in the album, Barker is on the drums. You feel those moments where he in there. You know, you like, man, he is doing this thing. I think it's about a 1-minute mark or something around there. I believe he does. It's not a long. This song is short. It's 1-minute track, so he doesn't do anything crazy for long. But you get in there and you're like, oh man, that's nasty. So you know he hits you, and then 13 he hits you again. 13 is on some emo shit, on some emo-ish shit. I think they asterisk it out on the album, on the track list or something like that. But on some emo shit. Below average song, but once again, right here it's like, you know, Travis. Travis has put his imprint on this album. Travis put the group on his back and he like, ride with me. I got us. And he did a great job. Overall, great job. 14, Hungover You. Awesome title, actually. Once again, saw the title. I was like, oh, I already know what this is. Love track, but it's so soft. Super soft to me. It's a love rage track. Don't care for love rage songs, but I don't think there is a love rage. I think there's a few more love rage moments, but this is a love rage song, and it has to be on here. Somebody will enjoy this. 15 is the outro. 15 tracks. 15 is the outro. Remember to Forget Me. It didn't do it for me. Once again, I talked about the first track. Same thing with the last track. I think you need to come in and go out with a bang after such a long wait. But it doesn't do that for me. It's just an outro. It's just a way to wrap it up. But they don't really wrap it up. It's just kind of the last song. Overall, I can't rate it. Honestly, can't give it a true 1 out of 10 rating, because I probably have to go back through some lyrics to give it a fair, you know, number. It's worth the listen. It's a good album. I'll listen again, I said, but more than likely, instead of listening to this again, I'll probably go back and listen to some of their other albums, some of their older albums, get a vibe, check out, you know, what people enjoy from them, listen to that, check that out. Let me know what you guys think or your opinions on the album, what I should go back and listen to. Either way, this 9 was solid. Give it a listen. Thanks for watching. Hit the sub button if you liked it. If you didn't, thumbs down it. But please just like it. Thanks. I holla.